Hello and welcome everyone to another Mod Monday showcase, and this time we're talking about a brand new mod by Panakotta. Yes, today we're talking about FicsIt-Cam and why this is so awesome. Firstly, I'll start by saying the pack utility mod has given content creators the ability to create beautiful videos using its fly mode to give smooth shots. However, I've always found myself limited by how fast the fly modes are when recording, and also the inability to make smooth transitions between angles, leaving content creators like myself with jump cuts which sometimes can look pretty ugly. Well, FicsIt-Cam allows us to record a sequence with camera angles placed at checkpoints in order to create smooth transitions like you see here. Now, this mod obviously isn't going to appeal to everyone, but it certainly will for creators like myself and other people with that creative spark who just want to play around with showcasing their factories or when someone's doing a guide. I mean, you better believe I am so excited for Fan Factory Friday Series 3. So how to create a cam sequence? Well, first we need to type the command line in chat, which is /fic and then create, followed by a name for the camera. Now I've obviously used camera 1. This is because you can do multiple cameras, and so it's easy to keep everything organized. Now, once created, you'll receive a little green message in chat, and from here you can type in /fic edit camera 1 in order to enter the camera mode, and from here you can set the sequence alongside the time frame of the sequence as well as the last frame in the transition. So for example, if you wanted to create a quick and easy pan, you can do this by pressing I in the camera edit screen to set a camera position, and for that particular time. Then, scrolling along the time markers, either using the right and left arrows or by clicking on the time frame with the mouse. Note that in order to click using the mouse, you do need to first press the right Alt key, but then you can press in the time sequence and press I again in order to set another checkpoint for the camera transition. Do this throughout the timeline to set the progression of the camera. You can actually scrub through the timeline afterwards and see how the movement of the pan is. But once done, you can close the screen and type /fic play camera 1 in order to play the camera sequence. And at this point, you can record the screen for some really cool camera shots. Now, if the camera sequence was too fast, you can add more frames to the sequence. Note that the camera plays at 30 frames per second, so 300 frames is the equivalent of 10 seconds. So, bearing that in mind, if you wanted to slow down the movements, you could do 600 frames, which is the equivalent of 20 seconds, and just replace the camera markers in the editor to do the same movement but over a longer period of time. Now, you can currently go through each of the camera angles already allotted by using the M and N keys, and from here you can remove these shots by pressing I, or if you want, you can actually redo the whole sequence by graying out all of these boxes in the top left hand corner. By setting the same sequence over double the amount of frames, you'll now have a sequence that is half the speed, and vice versa. You can also shorten the sequence to increase the speed. Now, once you've got a hand of the sequence editor, you can do more advanced sequences playing around with the interpolation types. Now, for these advanced features, I should mention that I was unable to record this simply because OBS didn't seem to agree with showing it on camera. However, what you can do is go up to the top left-hand corner, and where the boxes were that we clicked to grey out, we can actually right-click and it will give us a list of options for interpolation types. So for example, you can choose linear, ease, ease in and out, and step, which accent the camera's movements, step, which creates jump cuts between one shot and the next. The next option is linear, which allows the camera to glide at a constant speed from one shot to the next. We then have ease, that takes the smoothest possible path between two shots. And finally, ease in, out, which is the same as the normal ease, but which changes the speed heading in and out of the shots. Now, I must admit, it does take a bit of time to get used to, but it will really add to the creator's toolbox, allowing for better quality videos for the whole community. Anyway guys, I am going to leave it there, but if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more, don't forget to follow me on Twitch or subscribe to me on here. Anyway, thanks goes to Panakotta for allowing me to play test this mod and help me when I had problems with it, as well as our Patreons who make creating regular content like this possible. With special thanks going to our Solar Eclipse Patreons, the Calamity, Tommy Ostgaard and BoPapa1979, as well as our Lunar Eclipse Patreon, Matt Lippard, and our Blood Moon sub of the day, Jimmy Rogers. Anyway guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Ciao for now.